Primary elections are underway in 5 states now. Voters in Michigan, Missouri, Kansas, Arizona, and Washington state casting their ballots in some pretty high-stakes races today. Kansas will be the first state to vote on abortion since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. It's part of a state amendment on the ballot there. ABC News congressional correspondent Rachel Scott is covering that for us. She joins me now live from Kansas. So, Rachel, you know, the state has been a sanctuary state for abortion rights. You've reported on this for a while now, as other states in the region, like Missouri and Oklahoma and Nebraska, have either banned or tried to ban the procedure post-Roe. Let's just talk about what's at stake with today's vote.
Well, Kira, I can tell you from talking to activists, they say the future of abortion rights is on the ballot. That is what is at stake this primary election. In fact, the voters behind me are going to be the first voters in the nation to actually vote on this issue of abortion rights here at the polls since Roe v. Wade was overturned earlier this summer. And so on the ballot here in Kansas is a question about whether or not to amend the Constitution to remove protections for abortion rights. Now, abortion rights advocates say that this would completely clear the way for Republicans in this state to enact severe restrictions on abortion or just ban it outright. That is something that they don't want to see because they point to the broader implications here. You mentioned that Kansas has been a safe haven for women, out-of-state patients traveling here to this state because their states have severely banned or restricted access to abortion. That may not be an option depending on which way this pans out, Kira.
So how likely is it to pass?
Yeah, well, all of this comes down to turnout, essentially, and that's why activists on both sides of this issue have been canvassing. They've been flooding the state. We've been out with them, door knocking, trying to get everyone exactly right here to the polls and voting. I can tell you that early voter turnout has been extremely high in the state of Kansas, higher than other previous primaries around the summer, around this time of the year. But this is going to come down to who is making their voice heard. And I had an opportunity to talk to one Kansas couple who came forward and wanted to share their story and their experience of actually going through with terminating their first pregnancy. And they're sharing it now ahead of this critical election. Take a listen.
Kansas has long prided itself as for being a free state and prizing freedom. And yet here we are abridging or attempting to abridge freedom, especially for women. I mean, guys should take the time out, sit on the sidelines. It's not us at issue.
I would say, first and foremost, it's not just about Kansas women. This is going to be an example that's set throughout the whole U.S. I think people could easily see it as just a Kansas issue. It is definitely not. I think it leads into more issues of people with their own religious viewpoints taking over all aspects of society. And, you know, that might sound extreme, but it's not. And the best decision for me would be to have my baby, like to be able to hold him and cuddle him, but I knew he couldn't be an infant forever. Every family should have that right to decide what's best for their babies.
Yeah, and that couple moved forward, they say, with moving forward with actually terminating their pregnancy because of the severe genetic issues that their child would develop. Just it completely points back to how nuanced all of these situations are in this battle over abortion rights, Kira.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.